Okay, I'm just going to do a quick first impressions with the Pico 4. Um, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed as much as I should be, to be fair to them. There's going to be a lot of hype on this, obviously on YouTube. I'm in a right mind that I can't even be bothered to do a review because I'm probably honestly not going to keep this headset. Um, so a few obvious things out of the box. Um, I'll tell you I'm at 23% recording here. The battery life is awful. And one of the reasons I think it's awful is not just because of the the pancake lenses and the new screen. That could be hardware, obviously dependent. That could be more um, sort of draining on the battery. That's not entirely the problem. The problem with all the Pico headsets is they can quite comfortably run at level 5 CPU and GPU all day long because of the fans going on the headset and both the vents, external vents. Problem is, it's doing it right now, and it doesn't need to do it right now. I'm not playing any game. I'm not doing anything strenuous, even without the recording going. It's at level 5 CPU and GPU for no reason at all. Now, whether that makes everything super smooth and great all of the time, that could be a good thing, but it's not a good thing when your battery life just plummets. I'm at 21% now. So this isn't something I can keep because I quite clearly can't get through a long movie using this headset if the battery life is draining that much. And this issue is on Pico Neo 3 Link, but I don't know why. I mean, I can watch a whole movie from 100% and it'll go down to maybe 78% after about an hour and a half. You do the same in this and you're practically on your last 10%. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. I've not exactly got all of the stuff cranked either. I have been messing with the brightness to try and solve another problem I'll go into now. And my headset power's just dropped below 20. Yeah, great. So one of the first things you get with this, the screen, it needs to warm up. And the problem with this is obviously if you're just jumping in straight away, you get a lot of Mura on this. I don't know whether it's just this headset and the panel because I've had CV ones before with bad Mura. I know it can obviously be panel dependent. The problem I've got if it's stone cold, I've almost got like a ghosting that comes all the way to here. So if I look at this and turn my head like this, the ghosting just comes here and rubber bands back. So it's like a shift of the image. It's a bit better now. It's not entirely perfect, but that is what it is. Coming from the Pico Neo 3 Link as well, the lenses, while these are good lenses, just to chuck on your head and you're in. Finding the sweet spot isn't a problem. The Pico Neo 3 Link has distortion if you don't fit it properly. The Quest 2 has blur if you don't fit it properly. This seems to be quite good. You can just sort of chuck it on. You are sort of super crisp and clear. That's no problem at all. For me, the lenses aren't as big as a step up I was hoping. While the God rays are essentially gone. The God rays are just gone. I can't see any. There's new issues introduced. So anything bright that's on your screen, so especially this earth up here, if I look into the blackness here, I've got just blue, a haze of blue light to about here. And it's like a dirty windscreen on your car. Sort of driving at night, you've got a car coming towards you, and right, obviously you're just going to need to like squint your eyes a little bit. That's what it feels like. I don't know whether that's a trade-off I can make because the God rays they're there, but it's not like, oh, I can't look at that. It's just something you've obviously can look past and not really care about. This is quite distracting. And again, that's at half brightness. I'm not even sure if I'm going to get for a video with this bloody battery doing this. So yeah, making the brightness more is going to increase the brightness of those actual internal reflections as well. So this is pretty bad. I mean, this would be like to the point I'd have to rub my eyes sort of thing. So again, you're going to have to keep half battery if this problem doesn't get fixed with the CPU levels. The actual lenses themselves, while it's super, super crisp, this is higher resolution than what's running in the Pico Neo 3 Link. I can almost immediately tell you that. The actual edge-to-edge clarity isn't, even though the FOV is technically bigger, the edge-to-edge isn't better. Now this is on par with the Quest 2, as in the tail off of sharpness toward the edges. I've had bad Quest 2 lenses. I know what bad Quest 2 lenses look like. This isn't a bad set of lenses. This is basically like a good set of Quest 2 lenses. And the problem I've got with that is the Pico Neo 3 Link I've just come from have really good Fresnel lenses and really good edge-to-edge clarity. So with this one, if I just use this text as an example here, the laser pointer is where I am looking dead straight. This is super crisp, really, really good text clarity. It's gone blurry. It's gone unreadable. And I'm obviously looking at that text with my eyes still. So for me to have that, that's a step back, considering that I will grab a CV1 over a Quest 2 to use on PC because I've got better clarity. It doesn't matter lower resolution for me, it's better clarity. And that's sort of why I'm a bit gutted with this, because it's super high resolution, but the clarity isn't there on the edges. So it's one of those things. It's not like you've got a circle going around your vision. It's not that bad compared to Quest 2, because that has obviously got its own blur from the Fresnel rings. It's just this isn't as super crisp as I was hoping it to be. And I have got my face really tight to this faceplate in a minute. An aftermarket faceplate might be able to solve it. I'm just going to try push this in even further, and it's going to make no difference. Going to make no difference for me. So that's just a sort of trait of these lenses. And I'm not entirely sure if I can make that sacrifice, because I've got the Pico Near Free Link. For me, it does the same apps, it does the same stuff. It actually does more in retrospect with the in quotes 120 hertz, and obviously all the other features that I've got on there. The menu system on this is taking me a bit getting used to. I keep pressing the wrong buttons for screenshots and stuff, but again, this is nicer. But I sort of become to like the Spartan S of the Pico Near Free Link. So this, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to keep it. So whether I get as far as an actual review, I don't know, because I can't be bothered to bug hunt. I shouldn't have to bug hunt. This is not a beta product. I can tell you this is, as first impressions go, from what the Near Free Link started with, this is an improvement, but it's not perfect. And yeah, for what the hardware is, it's being let down by the software yet again. Again, it can possibly be fixed, but for how long we've been waiting for Near Free Link updates, yeah, I don't know what the focus is going to be on this headset, on Near Free Link, both. I don't know. I don't even know what the microphone quality is like on this thing. I've not done any pre-recordings. So my takeaway from this is it still won't be my PCVR headset, purely because this is pointless, being on PC. And VD, while looking good, is nowhere near the DisplayPort cable. Absolutely no way near. So I can't take that step back in clarity loss, and obviously the tracking, feeling obviously a bit disjointed on wireless. I know people can get used to it. You feel it when you've got the two together. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I honestly don't think I'm going to keep this. Just because of the actual comfort. I've had to immediately mod a strap onto the back, sort of a padded strap, because the rear cushion is not as comfy as the Near Free Link, and that was already quite hard by itself. So this is really uncomfy without this padding that I've got, separating my head from the actual Pico design. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's not perfect. It's a hell of a sort of jump up from a Quest 2, purely because obviously the comfort at the front, without having to spend any money. Granted, you can mod a Quest 2 to be more comfortable, but you're way over the price of this Pico 4, and you still haven't got this clarity going on. So yeah, it's entirely up to people what they actually want to choose now. But for me, I'm more interested in using my Pico Near Free Link than I am this thing. So this is day 2. I've been on my Pico Near Free Link all day today. First day, obviously, immediately just giving feedback and what the hell, this looks odd, and yeah, just the initial impressions of the lenses hitting you, because this isn't a sort of phenomenon that we've seen before. With God rays, you know what to expect with lenses, and the Fresnels were getting better and better and better with the God rays, to the point it's really not an issue. Whereas these are gone, but now you've got this new issue. So it's like I don't know. I'll put an example up. It's basically like someone's shining a light behind some glass, and you see the sort of bloom effect to it, but it's not the bloom over the actual item as such. I've got yellow bloom here from that tree, which is a bit ridiculous, and I don't know if I can get used to that. In games, you probably won't care, but for me, obviously, especially going on PC, the clarity isn't immediately there with virtual desktop, and it takes a hell of a thing to run. Medium on a 3080 Ti on virtual desktop is a bit ridiculous, just to try and keep 90 FPS. So yeah, the DisplayPort headset seems to be the winner still, obviously. But yeah, I'm not sure what my use case is going to be with this, because like I've said, the Neo 3 Link does everything this does. In some ways it's better for me. It's got the auxiliary port, it's got the USB port on the top of the headset, not on the side. So if I need to do any USB sticks or drives, it's not in the way. It's not risking damage if I roll over when I'm watching a film or something. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. It still needs work. Everything still needs work. Exact beta issues that I've been screaming about for months are still here in Pico OS 5. It's a brand new OS, and it's still got stupid things like the CPU and GPU levels being run absolutely flat out for no reason at all, draining the battery life awfully. Again, I'm not sure if I can be bothered, to be honest. Just simple things we've been asking, just not been done yet. So no doubt they are going to focus on this now, especially as it becomes more mainstream, and the YouTube hype crowd has obviously gone mad for it. But personally, as a standalone headset, I would choose this over the Quest 2. But that said, with this issue, and especially considering I'm going to have to mod this anyway to get more battery power, this needs fixing to have any hope in hell of staying in my actual collection, because I've never had a headset train this quickly doing absolutely nothing. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I've got a justified use case, because I can watch movies just fine on my Pico Neo 3 Link. This is okay for movies. It's not going to do anything better. God rays aren't an issue in movies, but this is an issue with this internal reflection that's going on. That is an issue, and it gets annoying. And I can't not see that. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's a great form factor, light, small, really cheap, great value, great controls. But yeah, for the most part, I've not had any oomph to grab this headset. Even though it's my brand new gadget, I'd rather go with the one previous. And that's going to be hard for some people to hear, but that's how I feel in a minute. Yeah, don't know what else to say. I said, if a review doesn't come, it doesn't come, because there's no point. I'm not a YouTuber as such. I'm not after those clicks. I've never asked for subscriptions or likes or anything like that. I just, if I've got something to relay, I'll relay it. But I have no interest in digging into this, because if this has got issues, I'm not interested. I'll return it. I'm not buying a beta product again. So yeah, if it wasn't sold to me as beta, this is not final. This is not great. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So I've bored you to death, but I don't know what else to say. It's not entirely disappointing. This is a good headset, but it's not there yet. The fact I have to sideload hack your battery should tell you what the hell I'm trying to figure out on this thing. When I can't get through a movie, or can't even just browse the web without fear of the headset completely dying on me. Yeah, that is what it is. And it's sort of a deal breaker at the minute. So, not sure. A review may come, but it's not going to be as in depth as Pico Neo 3 Link. I'm still waiting for the updates on that. They updated today, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. So you can tell I'm a bit disappointed, a bit pissed off. If this is going to be the same case, I'm not waiting. I've got plenty of other headsets to use. And again, this is not. It's not selling me. It's not selling me. So that is what it is, guys. I'll leave the video there. And obviously, if a video does come, it'll come. But I'm not going to make any great effort to get that up, because if it's going to be sold, that's it. I'm done with Pico. That doesn't sound great, but I'll give it to fairness. I don't use my Quest 2 a lot, especially as I don't use it on PC. So I'm just one of those people. I'd rather just stuff just work. I don't mind tinkering, but I'd rather stuff just works. So buying this headset, hoping it'd just work, new OS. It doesn't just work. So it's one of those things. Unless you're happy just to be oblivious to it and accept it, um, it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, is what I'm saying. So I'll leave the video there. I don't know what I started with, 23%. Don't know how long this video is, but yeah, you can see why I'm pissed off. Yeah, cheers for watching if you did watch. Thanks, guys.